Good morning. I start every day, just like I started today, which is first thing I do once I wake up is that I actually try and find one story that's being promoted by my friends on Facebook or on Twitter, and I take the time to read that before I even get out of bed. And today I read a story, an article about a Redditor who posted up on Reddit into a subreddit called Today I Up. And this guy actually went on a, I don't know, probably about a 1,000-word kind of statement as to why he has screwed up his entire life. That he, didn't make the proper decisions in order to achieve the goals that really meant something to him. And that, as things happened throughout his life, he didn't feel them and didn't respond to them like he should have. And I can totally empathize with this person. I've made a lot of choices in the last couple of years that provided financial stability but didn't feed who I am. And as a result, I've gotten to a very similar place that he's at. Granted, he's in his mid-40s and been doing this for 20 plus years, but I got into a similar mindset, which was, bunker down, keep everything safe and secure, don't explore, don't do new things, appreciate what you have right now, avoid loss at all costs. And boy, oh boy, that was not the right situation for me. It's just not who I am. It's not who I want to be. And so that's why I started doing these little 45-day challenges. The 45-day challenges were supposed to do nothing but to spur me on to do something that I wouldn't do. Now, the first one that I reported publicly was the 1,000,000 steps in 45 days. And that wasn't something that was like, oh my God, like this is amazing kind of thing. It was something that was, as long as I showed up every day and did the work, I was going to get there. And yes, I had some depression and everything else kind of get into the mix there for a little bit. And I had to do some Herculean efforts in that final 10 days in order to actually do the, complete the goal, which I'm ecstatic that I did. I've posted about it on Facebook and on Twitter a couple of times now, and the response that people have had is really kind of positive because it's something that is so simple. It's something that most people do every day. You take a step. Now, can you do that 22,221 more times every day? It's definitely possible. And I think that this video blogging is the same kind of thing. I've noticed changes in my behavior over the course of the last 24 days or whatever it is now. That are very obvious. Things that I wouldn't have done without having this camera in my face. And that's really cool to me. So, I feel like that my opportunity to grab my spark, my, passion, is somehow connected to this. Somehow connected to the camera. And much like continuing to show up every day and take those 22,222 steps, I want to continue showing up every day and recording this because, yes, I understand that it's incredibly narcissistic for me to post these things online, but at the same time, I treat this like I treat a journal. So if somebody journals in the comfort of their own home, is that narcissistic? And then if they publish that in any form or fashion later on, is that narcissistic? And I think that most people would say no. So I'm going to continue to do this, and I'm really happy with the process, and I enjoy doing it. And so with all those things lining up, I think that this is going to be a good day and a good project. I mean, I'm certainly sorry for that guy. I wish I could help him. I wish I could inspire him to take action, to do the things that he wanted to do when he was in his late 20s, or his late teens, early 20s. Having that bravery to just say screw it and go for it, and especially since this guy sounds like he, is emotionally bankrupt but financially completely set. Take some time and figure out what to do. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. So I've had a actually very productive morning on the work front, so I'm really happy with where things are at there. I finished up editing the video, and due to the fact that I've got the Aston Villa match this afternoon, I decided that it'd just be easier for me to walk on over to the Pico Senior Center, upload the video for you guys, and then get back to the house, work for a little bit more, and then probably head on over to CK's for lunch and the soccer game. So a little bit of a extended lunch hour in order to make it all happen. But you know, it's not like I'm shirking responsibility regarding work. I'm still doing the things that I need to. So they don't know. Doesn't really hurt. Well, it's another Monday game for Aston Villa, which means that I am walking across the street and then down a couple blocks to CK's in order to watch there so that I don't have to cook or do anything else for lunch while I watch the game. They're playing Southampton today, though, which is the second place team in the table. Not likely we're going to get a victory, but you never know. This team shows bits and pieces of brilliance, and especially after getting the monkey off of our back regarding not scoring in something like 9 hours. You never know if the team shows up today, and I think Benteke's got one more game on his suspension, so hopefully everything comes together and the boys play well today. So, halftime, Aston Villa up 1-0. I am amazed by this scoreline. I just want more of this to happen. If the guys can get a win here, it'd be absolutely huge. Oh no. Oh my gosh! So Aston Villa ended up drawing that match against Southampton, which is not a bad result. It's just one that I felt like they should have been able to pull out at the last minute, either through stopping the Southampton goal or just actually they had a couple of chances in the last 5 minutes of the match that would have been useful. But it is what it is. Point's a point, which I will take at this moment in time. So yeah. Now for the next stage of my day, figuring out what the hell I'm bringing to the Friendsgiving. What am I going to make for food? Well, after work, I came home. I worked for, I don't know, a couple hours, 2-3 hours, something like that. And then was just super tired, so I actually laid down and ended up falling asleep, which for me, like, napping is one of my favorite things to do, but it's something that I don't allow myself to do during a work week. So, you know, it was like 5:15, 5:20, something like that, and like I just was out asleep. I woke up about an hour later and ended up watching the football game, making some dinner, and just kind of having a very chill night. Coming up on like 10:20 right now, so I'm going to call it a night here. I've got some interesting things that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I hope that I get another delivery, another package. Should be getting here either tomorrow or Wednesday. Like, I'm really hoping it gets here. But then I've also got to experiment tomorrow. So adventures with me in the kitchen is always a good time. So we'll see what comes together out of that. So I've got to say it though. Bye for now.